Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to talk about the North Wilkesboro weekend for the Cup Series for the All-Star race and the Truck Series for an actual points paying race. But before we get into that, let's first talk about next week's scheduled race, which is Charlotte Motor Speedway. Basically for Charlotte Motor Speedway. Mostly one of the crown jewel races in NASCAR. So obviously the Cup Series, Truck Series, and Xfinity Series will be there, and including the ARCA Menard Series. But Friday, May 26th, will be practice. It'll be practice well for the ARCA Menard Series and qualifying. Both of them would not be on TV. And then practice for the Truck Series will start 1:35 p.m. Qualifying will start 2:05 p.m. Both of them will be on FS1. Xfinity Series practice I'll start 3:35 p.m. and qualifying I'll start 4:05 p.m. also on FS1. The ARCA Menard Series race for the running of the General Tire 150 that'll be on FS1 MRN and Sirius XM. That also goes for the same as well for the Truck Series, which will start at 8:30 p.m. for the running of the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. Once again, FS1 MRN and Sirius XM. On Saturday, May 27th. 1 p.m. will be the Xfinity Series race for the running of the Alsco Uniforms 300. That'll be on FS1 PRN and Sirius XM. Practice and qualifying for the Cup Series. Practice will start at 7:05 p.m. while qualifying will start at 7:50 p.m. Both of them will be on FS1 PRN and Sirius XM. And on Sunday, May 28th, will be the Cup Series race for the running of the Coca-Cola 600 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be on Fox, PRM, and Sirius XM. Let's now move over now to the Truck Series North Wilkesboro results. So for the Truck Series results, it was Kyle Larson winning the Truck Series race, and we got Ty Majeski, Matt DiBenedetto, Carson Hocevar, Bubba Wallace, Corey Heim, Matt Crafton, Chase Purdy, Ross Chastain, and Graham Finger ran out of the top 10. And then William Byron, Chris Hackett, Stuart Friesen, Daniel Dye, and Brent Holmes ran out of the top 15. 3 drivers failed to qualify as well, that being the 75 of Parker Kligerman, the 33 of Josh Rayoum, and the 6 of Norm Benning. Stuff that really happened. Kind of two I kind of want to talk about. The first one is Dean Thompson. He didn't have a good day, we'll say. He spun out pretty early on, but he was not too happy with Haley Deegan. Basically what happened is that Thompson, Deegan, they were coming to turn 1, and Deegan kind of looked like she either like lost the brakes or intentionally wrecked Thompson. I'm not really too sure, but it basically ended Thompson's day, and then there was another truck just ran into the back of him. I'm pretty sure it was Caden Honeycutt. But it looked like Deegan got a bit of a lockup and just sent Thompson into the outside wall. And no, it's actually Chris Wright. Chris Wright was the one who actually hit him in the back. And Thompson, he wasn't too happy in his interview. I can't remember what he said, but he just was not too happy in his interview with Haley Deegan. I mean, to be fair, it's fair enough. It definitely looked like, it did look like she locked up, but it also looked like that she tried to chase the truck up the track, and she just got into Thompson. I don't think she meant to do it on purpose, but maybe if she did, I have no idea. But it didn't look on purpose. It looked like she just got the truck loose or something. But yeah, still not really a good sign there. And I'm pretty sure I was on lap 184. And the second one I want to talk about is there was a little multi-car wreck on lap 201. That actually involved like Roger Caruth, Ty Ankrum, Ben Rhodes, and Zane Smith. Ankrum actually hit the outside wall pretty hard. Then Caruth, Rhodes, and Smith basically just pile drived into Ankrum, and it was just it was not good. I think obviously Caruth, he didn't brake in time, nor did Rhodes. Purdy did look like he did go to the apron, though he was kind of full. So then the other 3 trucks, Caruth, Rhodes, and Smith, they were just nowhere to go. Especially not good for Zane Smith. I'm pretty sure he was the points leader coming into this race, or second. He obviously lost quite a lot of points from that crash. But to be fair, the race in North Wilkesboro was really, really good in the Truck Series, and I hope we get to see that more next year. I'm pretty excited about that. So I think the race was pretty good. Let's now have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 15. Christopher Bell it was actually the first Truck Series race for the 61 Hattori Racing team. Shout out to Kate Honeycutt, who I'm pretty sure qualified like inside of like the top 10. I'm pretty sure, but I might be wrong on that. Who else? Haley Deegan had a pretty eventful day, especially against Team Thompson. Ty Ingram finished in 26th. He was actually surprisingly still running after that incident. Zane Smith in 32nd, Ben Rose 33rd, Roger Cruz 34th, Dean Thompson down in 35th place, and Johnny Sauter down in last place in 36th place due to an electrical issue. So with that out of the way, let's now talk about the NASCAR Cup Series All-Star Race. So how this is going to work is that we'll first start off with the All-Star Open, and then we'll get into the All-Star Race. So Josh Berry, he won the All-Star Open. Then we got Ty Gibbs, who obviously finished runner-up, so he also got to qualify. So the top two qualified to the All-Star Race. Then we got Eric Almirola, Ryan Preece, AJ Allmendinger, JJ Elite, Noah Gregson, who won the fan vote. So he advanced to the All-Star Race. Ty Dillon, Carla Joy, Josh Bullock ran out of the top 10. My vote did go to BJ McLeod, but he didn't do the race, so my vote was basically non-existent. Then I got Harrison Burton, Ryan Newman, Michael McDowell. We can talk about McDowell for a bit because he was part of some controversial thing. Justin Haley, Todd Gilliland, Chandler Smith ran out the field. One thing I will need to talk. Okay, well, before we get to Michael McDowell, let's talk about the multi-car crash that happened. This was also happening in All-Star Open. Graves, I'm pretty sure, just hit the inside pit wall, and then collected basically Gilliland, Chandler Smith, Ryan Newman. He was also part of it, and but Gregson, he kept moving on. Yeah, it was and Gregson, Gilliland, he hit the outside wall. Chandler Smith actually didn't hit the outside wall hard. It was like very light contact. Might have gotten bumped by Allmendinger, but I'm not really too sure. But that was not good for Gregson. But luckily, he was able to run the All-Star race, and luckily, he also had a car which was still intact. So at least that was pretty good for him. But for Todd Gilliland, not really. And Chandler Smith, who I'm pretty sure retired a couple laps ago. Maybe that was actually the lead. Oh, maybe that was the lap he retired, which was lap 49, and that's when the crash happened. It was pretty bad luck for those two. Now onto the Michael McDowell situation. Now I don't know what ruffled McDowell's feathers, but he basically intentionally slowed down Ty Gibbs. I don't know why, but either Ty Gibbs moved McDowell up the track, and McDowell didn't really appreciate that, so he just slowed him down more, and Josh Berry passed him pretty easily. I kind of expected Berry and Gibbs to be in the All-Star race. So we're kind of like the two fastest cars, and since one drives a Hendrick, the other one drives a Joe Gibbs, kind of makes sense. Unless a massive upset happens, but yeah, at least I made the race pretty interesting. Just don't know what was going on Michael McDowell's mind to do that. Might be because Gibbs moved him off the track and used him up a bit, and then McDowell didn't appreciate that, so he just basically drove into the side of him just to slow him down. That might be the reason, but I have no idea. It was pretty confusing. But all I really cared to say, it was great to see North Wilkesboro back. That's all I care. Even though the racing wasn't that great, but still, it was great to see North Wilkesboro back. It was really, really great to see. So obviously, like I said, Josh Berry, Ty Gibbs, and Noah Gregson, all three of them advanced to the All-Star race. And who won the All-Star race? Well, it was literally the person nicknamed Young Money, Kyle Larson. No one really expected that. He dominated this All-Star race. Then we got Bubba Wallace, who some fans were basically being pricks to him. And Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaine, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Ty Gibbs, and Joe Logano ran out the top 10. Then we got Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., and Josh Berry ran out the top 15. Suarez, who was on pole position after winning his heat race. Chris Buescher started alongside him after he won his heat race. But it was kind of no match for Kyle Larson. I'll say this, I'm pretty sure in his All-Star race, him and Chastain, they were beating and banging a bit. I'm pretty sure Larson was trying to get Chastain loose and use him up a bit. That didn't really come to fruition though. But Luckily, at least he dominated it. Yeah, that car was just unbeatable. I don't know what else to say other than that car was just unbeatable. Mostly this is Larson's. Is this Larson's third All-Star race win? I'm pretty sure this might be his third All-Star race win because I'm pretty sure he won with Chip Ganassi. I don't know what year. I'm gonna say 2019, 2018 maybe. He won obviously with Hendrick Motorsport 2 years ago in 2021, and now he won this year in 2023. No, no wonder he's called Young Money. Holy crap. But yeah, I do remember he did win with Chip Ganassi Racing, so I think that might be the reason why he's called Young Money. I'm wondering though, actually, which driver has actually won the most All-Star races? Let me know, I guess, down in the comments below if you found it and just want to share with me, because I'm actually pretty interested. Who has won the most All-Star races? Who is actually Young Money? But that's all I can really say. Larson just dominated this whole race. It was difficult to beat Larson. That's all I really have to say. He just dominated this whole race. No one could really stop him. But luckily it was not a points paying race. At least that was good enough for the other competitors. But if it was, oh boy, Larson he'll now have 3 wins in this season. Obviously that means he also have the most in the season as well. I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look at the other finishes outside of top 15. It's Chris Buescher, who was second place. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he spun out. I can't remember when he spun out, but he did spin out. Oh, there we go. Lap 17, I'm pretty sure, when he made contact with Eric Jones. There was a competition break as well. It just wasn't a lot, I'll be honest. Nothing really happened. It was just racing. But to be fair, that was probably maybe a good thing for some fans. At least it could probably make some passes. But it was pretty bad. It was not good. But I'm still thankful that North Wilkesboro is back. And you know, if they do continue these things of the Cup Series only coming to North Wilkesboro for the All-Star race, I won't be complaining. You know, because I like seeing North Wilkesboro back. I like seeing an old track that's been in NASCAR for such a long time in the sport. I should say back in the sport. So really excited about that. And yeah, I'm just happy. Just happy to see North Wilkesboro back and being used. Pretty sure one thing I will have to mention though is also you probably literally noticed on Twitter, but London Huffman and I can't remember who the driver's name is, but there was some controversy there, and you can mostly search it out. I'll try and find the post, but it involved a former NASCAR driver named Jake Crum, who basically punched Huffman's father for some stupid fucking reason. They're just all dickheads, apparently. Obviously not Huffman, or like all his team, just Jake Crum's wife's team. They were just dickheads, basically. But hopefully they get punished for it because they fucking deserved it. But and just like the people who were being racist to Bubba Wallace. I'm pretty sure like 2 fans got into his radio, basically told him, go back to where you come from, you arsehole, and you don't belong in NASCAR, you suck. It's like, fuck off. Fuck off, all of you. Fuck off. You guys aren't racist, just fuck off. No one wants you in here. Legit, like, no one in the community wants you to be a NASCAR fan if you're going to do that. Just piss off. Do something better with your own life that just doesn't, and not just, basically, saying to, basically any driver. You shouldn't really be saying that to any driver. But they're just dickheads, mainly Southerners, who say that because they are so entitled about themselves. But, yeah. But that is it for North Wilkesboro. Let's now have a look at the standings for the Truck Series. So here are the standings for the Truck Series, and we have a new leader, that being Corey Heim. Then at 7 points back is Ty Majeski. Then we got Zane Smith, Granite Finger, Christian Eckes, Ben Rhodes, Matt Crafton, Tanner Gray, Stuart Friesen, and Matt Benedetto rounded out the top 10. Then we got Carson Hocevar, Nicholas Sanchez, Chase Purdy, Jake Garcia, Tyler Ankrum, Haley Deegan, Roger Caruth, Colby Howard, Daniel Dye, and Brent Holmes round out the top 20. For the playoffs, nothing's really changed. Corey Heim, Christian Eckes, Zane Smith, Granite Finger, top 4. Then we got Ty Majeski, plus 112 above the cut line. Then we got Carson Hocevar, who's already in by his win at Texas. Then we got Ben Rhodes, plus 53 above the cut line. Matt Crafton, plus 38 above the cut line. Tanner Gray, plus 21 above the cut line. And Stuart Friesen, plus 4 above the cut line. The closest driver currently is Matt Benedetto, -4 below the cut line. So that cut line is getting pretty close. Hopefully we have quite a long time until the playoffs will start for the Truck Series, but it's getting instantly closer and closer into the postseason in the Truck Series. So that'll be pretty exciting to see who else will win. Let's now have I guess we'll have a bit of a reminder of the Cup Series standings. And to jog your memory up, obviously for the Cup Series standings, even though, yes, it wasn't really a points pain race, I'll quickly go through this. Chastain still in front, then we go Bell, Harvick, Hamlin, Byron, Truex, Laney, Keselowski, Larson, Reddick in the top 10. Then Kyle Busch, Logano, Buescher, Stenhouse, Bob Wallace, Briscoe, Bowman, Suarez, Gibbs, and Singer Grant at the top 20. And then playoffs, Byron, Chastain, Bell, Larson, Hamlin, Truex, Busch, Harvick, Reddick, Logano, Stenhouse, Blaney, Keselowski, Buescher, Wallace, Briscoe, top 16. Close one, Daniel Suarez, -13 below the cut line. So just a reminder that next week's race is our Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series, Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and the ARCA Menard Series. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time. In the next one, goodbye.